Hi, Ralph. Congratulations on the win tonight. Did you feel somewhat fortunate still to be level at half-time?
Yes, I think we have to be honest. Without David and his brilliant saves, it would have been difficult to have a clean sheet at halftime. The first half was not good. We were second best in almost all aspects of the game. Sloppy passing, not strong enough in the center of the pitch, in the tackles. We were losing almost all 50-50 situations. We didn't win a single second ball in the first half. If we had a few counter-attacking situations, we were almost a little bit too nervous on the ball. But we also have to admit that there is an opponent on the pitch, and they played extremely aggressive, extremely brave, pressing us high. And those were all the aspects that we spoke about at halftime. So in the second half, we did things a lot better. Exemplary for me for that kind of football that we played in the second half was Scott McTominay. He won almost all second balls in the second half. He won a lot of 50-50 situations in the center of the pitch. And then we had our counter-attacking situations. And in the end, we could have scored 4 or 5 goals. But again, I have to admit, after the first half, we couldn't have complained if we had been 2-0 down.
Ahmed Ali? Sorry, you're on mute.
Hi, hello. Ralf, obviously today we saw Bruno got himself 2 assists in that number 8 role and kind of played well. Do you prefer him more in that number 8 role than number 10?
Yes, I think most of the top teams in Europe and also in England play in a 4-3-3. I think for him it's better than being pinned to a number 10 position, because he can then make himself available in different areas of the pitch, not only in the center of the pitch. For me, he's not a wing player, but I think in this position as an 8, he can find the spaces himself. I think he can sniff the moments in which areas we have to play the ball to him, and he can make himself available. And therefore, I think this position as an 8 is almost perfect for him.
Ben Hansen?
Hi, Ralph. I've got to ask you about Cristiano's reaction when he came off. Do you have any issue with his reaction? And what did you feel the need to speak to him about on the bench? We saw pictures of you having a chat with him there.
Well, the only reaction that I got notice of is that he was asking me, why me? Why do you take me off? And I said to him, listen, I have to take the decision in the interest of the team and the club. And we had exactly the same situation 5 days ago at Villa Park, being 2-0 up with 15 minutes to play. And of course, we didn't want to make the same mistake again. I decided to switch to a back 5 with Harry Maguire and bring on Marcus as another fast winger on the right-hand side. And I think it was the right decision. That Cristiano was not happy. I mean, he's a goal scorer. He would have wished to stay on and maybe score a goal himself. But for us, it was more important to be compact, to make sure that we have enough legs and enough also strong headers to defend their free kicks, their set pieces. And when we had scored the 3rd goal, I said exactly that to him. I said, look, Cristiano, I understand that you're still ambitious and you want to score yourself, but maybe in a couple of years when you're a head coach yourself, you will hopefully take the same decision and be in the same role that I was today after 75 minutes.
Hi, Ralf. Congratulations on the win. I just wanted to ask, what was it about Brentford's performance that kind of impressed you the most, and how did they make it so difficult for you in the first half?
The way that they played, they were extremely aggressive, extremely proactive, brave. The way that they played with a lot of physicality. I mean, we knew that from the start. Of course, we saw them play in other games at home. And it's no coincidence that they beat teams like Arsenal, for example, and dominated them. So we were fully aware what kind of game this would be tonight. But opposed to the second half, in the first half, we were just, as I said, second best in all aspects of the game. And in the second half, Scott, I must once again say, was exemplary. A real leader. He played with authority and when we needed it most. And I think that had almost a positively contagious effect on all the other players in the center of the pitch. And by winning those duels in the second half, we had our counter-attacking situations ourselves, and we knew that they were weak in moments when we could play with speed and tempo towards their goal and making their back three drop back and bring them into one-on-one sprinting duels. We knew that we would be better in those areas of the pitch.
Okay, Laurie Whitwell.
Hi, Ralf. Just on Cristiano, do you need to speak to him again, do you think, after tonight, just in terms of his reaction and what that might do for the sort of squad harmony, I suppose, or are you okay with that after tonight?
Well, as I said, it was exactly what I have seen, or what I have realized was exactly what happened. Of course, I didn't expect him to hug me after being substituted. I know how players like those goal-scoring players, how they think and how they tick. But again, I have to take my decisions in the interest of the team and the club. And this is exactly what I told him. And I have no issues whatsoever with Cristiano. But again, he came back from a little injury. He didn't train for 1.5 weeks. And being 2-0 up with 50 minutes to play, having players like Marcus on the bench and even Anthony Martial, why should I not make use of that? And that's why I would always do it again in a situation like that.
Okay, so we do have a flight to catch. So last question from Mike Walters.
Ralf, could you just tell us, please, how would you describe your relationship with Cristiano? Is everything cordial? Because when a manager needs to chat with his player after bringing him off like that, it doesn't always suggest that everything is sweetness and light.
I'm here now. I've been here now for 6 weeks. I never had any kind of issue with Cristiano. We spoke before the Villa Cup game and before the league game against Aston Villa. He told me that he had a little issue with his hip flexor, and we agreed between the two of us that it would be better to make sure that he has no problems with that kind of injury anymore. That's why he was not part of the squad in those 2 games. Today he was available again. That's why I played him from the start. And as I said, no issues whatsoever. So for the future, it's just important that any player, the most important thing is that we win games. And this is first.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you.